Hi, this is a Watchman video with my Sentinel Seanir. So no one went to our pylon at the beginning, which I hadn't really noticed. I was just paying attention to mid. So I decided to go for one of the healers. Went on this operative, but then noticed that the other guys were on the marked Sork, so switched to the Sork. But the Sork down really quickly. So yeah, because no one went to our pylon, we lost both of them at the start. And once again went on the operative, but noticed the other Sentinel was on the Sork, so switched to the Sork. If you focus, things die a lot quicker. So just finished off these few guys at mid here before heading back to the pylon. I often use Cyclone Slash when I have spare focus to build centering, but don't do this when you have Zen up, because you can't build centering when Zen's activated, so that's why I waited there. So I was going to call Ink here, just to get everyone to come back, but I noticed there were 3 guys coming with orbs, so there was no need. Thing to do when there's a stealther at your pylon or node that's trying to stop you from capping is to get dots on them as quickly as possible, but he vanished out too quickly. So once the assassin's down, switch to the healer. Putting the healing debuff with Deadly Throw, or was it Vicious Throw? I was hoping with that Force Stasis that the other guys would finish off the healer, but the healer flashbang just as I did Force Stasis. So we're cutting it really fine heals, only 6 seconds left, but the Merc mucked up a bit and probably got CC'd, so we just about managed to get the pylon. Nice 9.6k Merciless Slash there, and use Cyclone Slash to get up to 30 stacks of centering. So we had some really good players on our team, from sponsored by Karaga and a few other guys, so we were really melting the other team at mid. So I didn't think anyone would go to a pylon because I hadn't in the first round, so I decided to just go there myself, and make sure it gets capped. So whilst I was capping, I typed in chat pylon ink, but didn't send the message, just so that I could quickly hit it if I did get attacked. And then I've said this in another video, but if you type pylon ink or the node like grass or snow incoming into chat, and then click on your name without hitting enter, you can then double tap enter to really quickly send incoming without having to type. That can really help you out when someone attacks you at the off node, or at your node. So I was just waiting for someone to overextend a bit, and went on that Marauder who came forward. And decided to focus with this Sentinel on the Sork healer. I used my CC breaker there so that I could leap after the Merc, because he put Electron out on me. I kind of mucked up my defensive cooldowns there. I used my med pack before, guided by the Force. I was kind of panicking because I had such low health. Then just used this wall here to line of sight the Merc a bit. Just kind of hung back until I felt I had enough health to go back in. So our healer was paying attention to the other group that was a bit further away, so I stealthed out and went to focus with the other guys on my team over on this Sork and the sniper. Then here I made sure I positioned myself in front of the Merc so that when he knocked back it would be towards the mid instead of away from it. And then the same thing here with this sniper after the Master Strike. I get myself in front of him so that the knockback doesn't kill me. So I typed 3p into chat, forgetting that I'd already typed pylon inc, but I'm sure people knew what I meant. It's never a good idea to run towards the other team when you're a Sork, especially if you're lightning, so not quite sure what this Sork was doing here, but blew him up nice and quickly. And I used Bladestorm there. I hardly ever use Bladestorm when I'm Watchman, but when agents have evasion or their dodge bubble activated, then only force attacks can hit them. So just made sure that someone stayed by the pylon, and then went over to the other team's pylon, which our team was doing a good job of holding them off. So I may have a new computer and new graphics and everything, but it's not stopping me running into things. My movement's still as bad as ever. So when this sniper started attacking me, instead of stealthing out straight away, I waited until he started to cast something. Using Pacify on snipers, especially marksman snipers, is really good because most of their damage is white damage. So that's a 90% reduction to their accuracy. I have to say I really hate fighting snipers as Watchman because I use leap as like part of my rotation, and you can't leap against snipers. So I really wanted to finish off this sniper because I was getting him kind of low, but the healer was healing him up. So I was kind of stuck between, do I switch to the healer and interrupt him, or just try and burn down the sniper? So that was a bit messy from me there, but then twin saber throw on the Marauder to slow him down so I could leap to him, and then wasted guard by the force. I think I did that by accident, but it didn't really matter, we were all going to die anyway. And yeah, I'm not sure how that happened, but anyway, we were so far ahead in this game that it didn't really matter. Pacify on the Ravage, same idea as doing it against marksman. I'm not sure whether I find this next bit funny or just sad. So the Juggernaut goes to cap, and our Shadow face walks away from him instead of interrupting him. I mean, it is kind of funny, but still, it's really bad. So I thought the Juggernaut was dead here because he was so low on health, but naturally he had his cooldowns and he's back up to full health. So eventually managed to kill him and got the pylon. And that was the end of the game because those 2 orbs brought our total score that was guaranteed up to over 600. So a really one-sided game, but I just thought I'd get something out there with my new graphics. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, you'll get notifications whenever I upload videos. And thanks for watching.